Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do this little book mold that I got. And I already have one of these, but we're gonna use this one. And I think what I'm gonna do, I want this to be on the cover. So that's, I picked out a color that I thought would complement the sticker. So we're gonna go with Kawuchi Fuji. Yep. So that's what we're gonna go with. But that, I'm gonna use that to color the resin, and then we'll put the sticker on after. So what I wanna do is I'm just going to do like where the pages are in this seashell. And I'm almost out of this seashell. I absolutely love it, but that's what we're gonna use today. And then I'm going to mix my resin in with that purple, and we're just gonna pour. So it should be a fairly simple, quick video, hopefully. And I am using my new Happy Mail brush, because this thing works amazing. So I don't know if this is gonna really show up or not. I'm hoping it's gonna give the pages, the edges of the pages, like more of like an antique, you know, they've kind of yellowed. That's kind of what I'm going for. So, oh my gosh, guys, I got my office pretty much situated today. So, hang on. Oh, I'm just gonna raise my, as I stick the end of my brush in my resin. Hang on. All right, so we're gonna let that just sit for a little bit, and we're just gonna finish this off. So you can see it's there, but it's very light. So I'm hoping, you know, by putting that purple, that it will, come on. The only thing with new brushes is they do shed. So I do have a little tiny bit of cleanup, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad at all. So today is Friday. I did put, this will be out after the short, but yeah, there is a short of all my hard work that I have done this week, guys. And I so appreciate you guys being patient with me so that I could get it done and not be stressing right out. All right, I want to make sure that I'm getting down to the end of the book pages. And I have done this before. It comes out really good. The only thing that I am going to do this time that I haven't done before is on this side. I'm gonna really get down in there with my alcohol, because that's on those little scroll pieces, that's where the bubbles seem to like want to cling to. All right, I am gonna clean up as close to the bottom of that book binding page that I can. And let me just get another clean spot here. And yeah, so after today, I should be pretty much like back to normal. I should be starting to be able to do a little bit bigger projects and stuff like that, because like today I did, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many trips up the stairs. I found all kinds of, well, I found all my laminating stuff, which I knew I had, but it was just buried. And, you know, when I wanted to do something, trying to find my stuff it was utter nightmare. So now I'll be able to use, you know, like my Cricut and make my own sayings. I found a ton of picture paper, like photo paper and sticker papers, and oh my gosh, I'm like, so, and I have that all in my office, all organized, so I know where it is. I actually have a space big enough, you know, to lay out my my vinyl and be able to weed it. So yeah, because I know there are a lot of new people on here that probably, you know, they're not sure on how to, you know, do that. So hopefully I can help them out a little bit. And I just messed up over here, so okay. So I see just a little bit. Okay. And a little brush hair. All right. So I'm gonna try to get this popped in first. There we go. All right. I think we are nice and clean. Okay. So I am gonna scrape my, and the other day, guys, I completely forgot to wipe my paddle. I'm like, oh no, oh, sorry, I'm not in frame. So I'm just scraping my paddle here. And I'm still working on trying to get the paint off my arms. Spray that down, and we're gonna wipe that because I put it aside and then I completely, utterly forgot. So if I don't do it when I'm doing my resin, I forget. So I gotta break that little bit of resin off, but that's at least, you know, I know that's ready to go now. So I'm going to grab some gloves, which I should have already done. And we're going to stir that some more, and then we're going to, and I couldn't remember how much this book held. I'm thinking 6, but it might be 8. So I just did a full cup, and if we have extra, you know, we'll do something with it. So I'm just going to take a big stick. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna scrape my sides, get my bottom. And this is the Bond Craftor 1-to-1. All right, I'm gonna take, we're going to take another cup, and I'm going to pour my mica powder in there, and then we will we'll mix them together, just so we don't get any clumping going on. And I am going to just cover that. So this is another one of the colors that we haven't tried. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a shot. It's really pretty, really shimmery. And because we've got 8 ounces, I'm going to put 2 good scoops in and see where we're at with that. That is really pretty. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this a little at a time and get it stirred in. And then if I do have to add a little bit more at the end, we can. This way here, we're just kind of making sure we have everything incorporated. So I'll stir this, and then we'll pour it back in the other cup, and I'll use my my little spatula to scrape out all the extra. But this way here, we're making sure that our resin is mixed, our mica powders are mixed in really well. All right, let me these things are a lifesaver, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you again, Terry. Oh my word. I hadn't got Happy Mail for quite a while, so that was a great surprise. Oh. All right. Pretty much, I think we got what we can get out of our cup. So I'm gonna wipe my spatula, try to keep them nice. Okay, now I'm just gonna give this a good stir around the sides so we can pull in any of that clear resin. And the stickers that we're using, I don't even think we're gonna top coat, because they are the UV DTF stickers, and those they don't like come off at all. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes out, and then I'll make my final judgment call on that point. Okay. So we're going to start with the cover. And I do want to make sure that I get it in these corners. I had some purple on my finger. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit, enough to get it under the cover, but not full, because I want to make sure that we get no bubbles. Like there's a bubble there, see it? There we go. And we have another one there. That's the only thing with this is if you get bubbles under the cover, it just, I don't know, it ruins the piece. All right, so let's top this off a little more. And luckily you can see through. So hopefully there won't be any bubbles under there. But I'm going to do this just to kind of, I don't know, make sure. Oh, I just saw a bubble. Okay. And all right, and that can use a little bit more, but we're gonna let that debubble while we get this one poured. So this is usually my problem area. So I'm gonna try something different this time. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm going to try and pour just on that side and really give that a good coating. And I'm just letting the resin kind of go back and forth. And then I will take this and we're just gonna, just on that scroll. And hopefully that will do the trick. Oh, I do want to spray some alcohol. Even though I got mica in there. So I'm going to stop right about there. And we're going to give a good squidge all the way around. I don't usually have a problem with where the pages are. It's usually where the scrolls are. So that's why I kind of poured that area first in hopes that that might, I don't know, might help. And then we're going to fill this up. And let's top this off. Oh, now look, see? You can see those white spots? Those are bubbles. And now here. So even though we got them out, those little buggers jumped back in there. No, 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 guys. You are being evicted from under the lip. You know, of course, I always notice them once I kind of fill it, which is one of the reasons that I waited. But I guess I didn't look before I poured. Okay, that is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. It's not like domed, but it is full to the top. And I can see some little micro bubbles right on that little lip. It's not much, but it's enough that we don't want. We do not want them there. Because right now I'm trying to build some stock, because I have another art walk coming up, and then I have the big Waterboro Old Home Days, which is usually a big event. I usually do really well there. So we might be doing multiples in different colors of different things. All right, so we have got, I don't even think we have enough for a little turtle. We might, let me grab one. So yeah, this takes 8 ounces, guys. And if we don't have enough to fill it, then I can always fill it on the next video. But I think if I can scrape enough, you know, we might be able to get it full. No. We are not. Whoa. Yeah, things haven't changed at all. As far as my klutziness. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that the whole bottom of this turtle is this color. And then I will just leave it, let it cure, and then we will finish it off on another video. Just because I don't want to mix up, like, you know, a half an ounce. I don't. Alrighty. So yeah, I want to come down, get this started before I start supper. All right, let me check my cover one more time. Not seeing any bubbles. And I'm just gonna And this is the side with the scroll. So I'm just gonna give that a few extra little taps. We'll give it another spray and we will leave it until this is cured, guys. Alrighty, I will see you on demold and we'll see what we've got. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, these are all cured. Let's do this cover first. Hopefully I have no bubbles. I don't want bubbles. So far, so good. Oh, we got a few little, like, smaller micro ones. I can deal with that. And that is our cover. Hopefully you can see the sparkle in it. And that is just the Kawachichu Fuji. Okay, now, let's see. Oh, we get a little tiny bubble there. What in the world? Oh, we got all micro bubbles. Right along here. Are you kidding me? All right. Oh. So knock everything else over. So I am going to actually have time to relax in the pool today, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this did what I wanted it to do. Kind of gives that little, like, aged, and the cover fits perfectly. We'll have just a little trimming right there. But, okay. So yeah, you can see, see the little tiny micro bubbles right there, but it's not bad. So now next time I know I'm gonna have to really get in there with the tool because this side is perfect. I mean, I was gonna highlight the things, but if I do, it's gonna make those bubbles show up more because it's not smooth. So I don't think I'm going to, but let's get this butterfly on. I'm just gonna wipe the top to make sure that I have no fingerprints. And this is the UV DTF sticker. So it has a back and a front that needs to get pulled. And I broke my thumbnail, so now I'm struggling to... Hopefully later today I'll have time to maybe get my nails, do my nails up. All right. So with these, you basically get one shot. And you just want to rub that down really, really good. I know a lot of people top coat after using these. You guys, you really do not have to. These are not they're not coming off. And you don't see, and there's like nothing around it. So it looks like it's meant for it. And I'm just going to clean up a little bit of the residue from the sticky. There we go. And we have our beautiful little book box. And we had no bubbles in this. It's just, and I always get some. But doing that, like spinning it around, did help. I think next time I've just got to really concentrate on the top part, because when it's like this, once you get it poured, this is the area right in here that has got the bubbles. So we will be making another one of these. I have another mold like this too. So, but I think that came out so cute. And like I said, we're not going to demold the turtle. I'm going to finish pouring him on the next video. So yeah. So I will trim this a little bit. I don't know. Oh. So sometimes it just depends on the angle of what works better. There we go. Okay. There we go. She is all trimmed up. And I see a little bit of the glue. Sticker. So yeah, that is our cute little book. And then you could put like somebody's name at the bottom to really customize it with the Cricut. So now that I'm able to get to my Cricut and all that, we'll start doing stuff like that. So yeah. Alrighty guys, well, this is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will get a final picture of this, put it at the end, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.